wrapped up in my sleeping bag, looking out the window at Erin's house as the sun is beginning to creep over the horizon. And the trees are silhouetted black against the emerging blue sky with the fading stars up in the sky. And I think to myself how much I hate Erin because he's got it fucking made with this fantastic house of his, this nice little piece of property tucked away out in the backwoods of South Dakota. God, I fucking hate him. I hope he dies. I hope he dies of syphilis. You piece of shit.
So there was this Canadian, if you can believe they got humor. What, Conan O'Brien? Isn't Dan Aykroyd a lot of Saturday Night Live people? They're all Canucks. Aside from the occasional funny person, Canada doesn't produce anything of real value anymore. But there is a podcaster I enjoy called Call Me Chato. And he's an old timer guy, and he worked in production television back in the day. And I really like his show and his takes because he's worked in the industry. And he's not a leftist or a rightist. I really think he's apolitical, but he must have acted somewhere. He's got some delivery. He's very theatrical. And so I enjoy his show. But he did this video one time called women shouldn't, it was either women should be banned from Star Wars or women shouldn't be able to make Star Wars. And it was off the heels of the latest pile of cancer cells that came out of Kathleen Kennedy's Disney. Maybe it was The Acolyte, because that was an all-female production with females and female males and female things. With everything was just smothered in female director and all that. And it flopped. It was horrible. No one watched it because it was predictably Marxist, leftist, feminist horseshit. It wasn't good. It wasn't good. They put politics ahead of profits. They put politics ahead of quality. And kind of like what, for the past 4 or 5 years of women-directed media, especially in Hollywood in general, it's been shit. The Marvels, the She-Hulk. If you want who's the fat Asian chick, that's Jessica Gao. She's the one that wrote She-Hulk. Leslie Headland is the lesbian-looking gal because she is the lesbian. And she did Acolyte. Kathleen Kennedy. I forgot who else. Oh, and then Mandy Kling. She did the anti-white, anti-male, anti-white male, anti-America, shit all over and desecrate an American favorite pastime, Scooby-Doo, or they called it Velma. Just it's not even shock jock. It's beneath that even, where she just desecrated Scooby-Doo, and studio executives funded it. And I could see where Chato's statement or thesis or proposition that women shouldn't be in charge of Star Wars. There's a track record for it. There's no denying it. Now, deep down inside, I don't think he believes it. I think he did that kind of to be not clickbaity shocking, but to point out just how miserable a failure, not just Star Wars, but for the most part, all female headed up inspired content that's been made in Hollywood these past couple of years has been atrociously low quality shit. It's also been, it was already shit to begin with. You added cancer infected diarrhea on top of it with your leftist feminist politics. And he had every right to call it out, I think. Every right. Now, like I said, deep down inside, I don't think he believes that, because he knows there are talented women in whatever, in all industries and all that. I also think it was going to see if he could get away with it saying it on YouTube. And he did. He did. However, he's if it's a girl on TikTok, oh my God, I can't find a man. Boo-hoo-hoo. I could see the average guy being hoodwinked. If it's Macho Man Randy Savage, yelling, "Let me tell you, Hulk Hogan, I'm going to tell you something." He always had something to tell somebody something. That was professional wrestling in the 80s. If you're an 8-year-old kid, you think Macho Man Randy Savage really didn't like Hulk Hogan, it was BS. They're probably friends. But when a guy like that says it, in the backdrop of what has not only been absolute low quality horseshit coming out of Hollywood and the gaming industry, and an antagonistic products where we don't need men. I mean, not so thinly veiled. All the bad guys are white guys. And if there's a white guy who's a good guy, he's a pussy. Your contempt and hatred for men is not so thinly veiled. And then furthermore, in the context of the past 50 years, where there has been a sex war increasingly brewing, and you have told generations, plural now, that men aren't needed, they're part of the patriarchy, a very hostile, to say the least, society view of men. And, coming from media, my goodness, You throw in a Trump victory, and now everyone, I don't know why the left is retreating. I have no idea. I don't know why the Young Turks are like, oh, well, wait a sec, total Marxism. I could see people smelling blood in the water. People on the right smelling blood in the water. And now it's time to take it to those stupid bitches. I'm not talking Hollywood. We're going to show all women who's boss, that kind of thing. This is now where the pendulum, I fear, is swinging too far or it's got so much more. It hasn't gone too far the other side yet. Nothing's really happened, but it's got the potential energy to go swinging way further back, because a lot of men, they don't look at Hollywood as some echo chambery piece of connected nepotistic shit of inferior-minded people who are all the theater kids who didn't want to do math and had connections somehow, or nepo babies. It's not that. They see women. And when they call me Chato comes in, we should ban women from it. I don't think people have the ability to read between the lines, kind of like, Hulk Hogan doesn't really hate, Brutus the Barber Beefcake. Or the TikTok girl really isn't crying because the guy stood her up and she, whatever ridiculous shit, it's clickbait. I think it was clever what he did. I'd still want to figure, but your rank and file people don't see that. You've been shitting in men's faces for so damn long, through the schools, through the media, sometimes often in person, but especially Hollywood. And now with the past 3, 4, 5 years of just anti-male, feminist-led, notice I said feminist, not female-led, feminist-led horseshit, you're going to catch the ire and the retribution of many men who you've basically detested and made no quiet reservations, but you've made it known. But here's where I gotta kind of step in. And I know a lot of people, my audience, going to disagree with me, but I got to step in. And you gotta realize that it's not women you have a gripe with, because all those girls I posted up there, and we could grab whatever, Shemaine Okoye, the new director lady for the new feminist vagina Star Wars. We could grab, what's her name? Why can't I remember? Flatbutt. It's her American Indian name. Flatbutt Larson. That's it. Flatbutt. Brie. There it is. Cheese. Think cheese, Aaron. Brie Larson with the Marvels. You could all say, oh yeah, they're all women. And no, they're feminists. But that's just leftists with a vagina. That's all it is. What was it? Feminism is Marxism with tits. I think that's what it was the saying. Don't man, I'm quoting someone else. And if you want this to end, you cannot blame a group of people the way they were born, because it is unfair. Not all women in this country hate men. Might seem like it sometimes, and by gosh, you could convince me the majority of them do, but it's not like 99.98%. It's not that. There are some women who don't hate men. There are some women who like men. There's some women who are like, they could take you or leave you, but they don't hate you. They don't wish you any ill will. And you have to accurately diagnose this problem. Otherwise, you're not going to get rid of it in its entirety. What you have in Hollywood is leftists. This latest generation that made the girl boss horseshit just happen to have vaginas attached to them. And your real ire should be targeted towards leftists, which is why I should say, not only don't blame women for feminist inferior work or hate-filled work. I mean, let's just admit it. This is hate-filled propaganda. I'm sorry you hate men so much, Hollywood ladies. Now fuck off. I don't know if you noticed the lack of sales. The whole world just told you to fuck off. Now, they're not going to fuck off because they have nothing else to do. So the best thing to do is to ignore them. But for everyone else out there, you got to understand, you cannot blame women for feminist, shitty, hate-filled work. It is not because they are women. It is because they are leftists. And whereas Chato, I think, tongue-in-cheek, not really, it's because he's too mature adult of him. I don't think he wants women banned from Star Wars, let alone Hollywood. Whereas he would say, if you say, hey, do you really think women shouldn't have anything to do? No, that's just because it's been such a horrific track record. And yeah, maybe it was clickbait and all, but I wanted to make a point. He's like, okay, I know deep down inside. I think he's more meritocratic than that. I am, however, all for getting leftists out of Hollywood. We should ban leftists from Hollywood. Matter of fact, I think you should ban leftists from most things that require hard work and production. Now, if you happen to be a Democrat or a leftist and you vote behind a closed door, but you still are a good engineer or a good tradesman or whatever your profession happens to be, okay, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about people who can't get their fucking politics out of their work. I'm talking to people who going, how many video game studios have been shut down now because of leftists? Not necessarily feminist politics. It's generally left. I mean, what was it? Concord? Yeah, there's leftism in it, but there's feminism in it, but it was leftism all in all. Veilguard, leftism. What? I'm just trying to think. Dustborn, anti-American. If I was president of the United States, I go to Norway and say, you making left-wing propaganda in my country? You financed it. Do you have too much money? I could take it off your hands if you wanted, maybe forcibly. Leftist, not necessarily feminist. You look at the media, that's leftist. All the media. And misapplying, now keep in mind, these women are cowards too. They make purposely provocative, agitating, and then even though they're trying their best, they still end up making a shit product. They think it's great. They make a shit product. And if you don't like it, they immediately, you just hate women. So yes, they are cowards, but they want you to fall for the bait. They make it seem like this is, we're women and we're doing woman things. We did it just to piss you off. Ha, 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 ha. Like you want to see, this isn't, they're like harpies. They are harpies. Look up the Greek Roman. Was it Greek or Roman? I don't know. Purposely agitating, annoying nags with wings. That's what they're doing. And they're being intellectually dishonest. Like, you just hate women. You just can't hit strong. And you shouldn't be listening to them. But don't fall for the bait. At the end of the day, these are lazy, talentless, connected, nepotistic leftists who fucked shit up. And if you want to ban something or you want to boycott something, boycott leftists. Now, here again, you got to be, let's say there's a really great woodworker and he happens to vote Democrat. Unless he's choosing to star and sickle into the woodwork project, I'm not talking about him. But I am talking about Hollywood specifically. Certainly the media, although they've been banned. You guys, fuck you, media. You're over. Get the fuck out of here. Go have fun working for nonprofit, money-losing websites now. It is fucking over. Get the fuck out of here, you out-of-touch lying sexist shit. Bye. But Hollywood? Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm not in charge of Hollywood, but if I was in charge of a movie studio, I'm like, no more leftists. Get the fuck out of here. My God, you know who I should have put in there? Is Rachel Zegler? The gal that's got a mouth it's going to cost Disney $250 million. The Snow White and the Seven Portlanders. That gal just can't keep her mouth shut. And that ultimately proves my point right here. It may upset the complete completely irrelevant now. Nobodies in Hollywood who remain. You're nobodies. You're all nobodies. No one's seeing your movies. No one watching your movie. No one gives a shit anymore. You're losing money. It may agitate him that I'm saying we should ban leftists from Hollywood, but I got news for you. They're already getting banned. You don't know it. And you know who's banning them? You are. I am. We are. We're not seeing the shows. We're also banning leftists. You don't realize the power of the market. You don't realize the power of voting with your dollars. We are purging leftists. It is closer than you think. Hollywood's always been leftist. That's how they kind of go. The creative types happen to be leftists, but they didn't mouth off about it all the time. But it was just a given. We had to tolerate it and accept it. They've become so agitating, so provocative, so nasty and mean and hate-filled. People are like, fuck you. And the day is, mark my words, the day is coming. People aren't going to see, Hollywood's not going to be leftist because no one's going to see their shit. And not seeing their shit, you're not even boycotting. Like a boycott, like, boy, I like the product, but they, Target's perfectly. I like the product, but you hate white males. You hate America. You go fund anti-American groups of people. Fuck off. Yes, it's cleaner than Walmart. You're right, but fuck you, I'm not doing it. Hollywood doesn't even have that. Their products you don't even want to buy in the first place. You're definitely not going to them now. And yeah, leftists are getting banned from Hollywood by the free market. You think you can run a movie studio losing $1 billion a year with feminist political girl boss horseshit? Video game, what? Didn't another video game industry, the ones that did Unknown 9, although that's Canadian, I think what's happening there, because Canada's special. Someone, not me, investigate this. The Canadian government gives money to video game developers to create video games. And what I think is happening is a lot of these games and developers just are NBA dude bros who are taking the funding and the money, making themselves president CEO, paying themselves $250,000 for 4 years, and then they release a shit product and they made their million and they're gone. Yeah, I saw that happen with a lot of .coms. I think that's happening to the Canadian video game industry because, man, these studios they pop up, they look like shit, they get money, somebody made off with it, their product comes out, it fails, so that's a little bit different. But the same thing is happening in general with video games. You are purging talentless leftists and provocateurs. You could be you're purging the talentless people general out of it right now because no one's buying it. You're purging the talentless leftists out of it because, well, they're also talentless and they can't help but stick their political dick in everything. And then even if you have talented leftists, you're purging them again because, okay, let's say you had a good video game. I guess Veilguard, I guess the playing is fine. Like the mechanics of the game is fine. You just made a bunch of ugly woke writing it. You can have the world's most greatest moist velvety cake ever. But if you don't put on that thick, rich, sugary cream cheese frosting, but instead just drop trow and shit diarrhea all over it, no one's going to want it. And that's what Concord did. Or not Veilguard. Well, maybe Concord too. I don't know. There's just one. As long as one of your ingredients is shit, and that's what DEI, woke, leftists, all politics are, it's shit. Stop putting shit in your pot. People aren't going to buy it. And you're going to purge these lefties out because they cannot make a product without sticking their political dick into it because, frankly, these people have nothing to live for. They have no lives. They only have their politics. And those people are fucking miserable people, and the misery shows in their products, and it also shows in the work, because if all you got is your politics, you didn't focus on becoming an engineer. You didn't learn how to program code. Yeah, I'm a Democrat, so left, I care so much about the people. I get funding from Daddy. Give me funding, okay, now I'm in charge of movie studio. And you got diarrhea, leftist product. I would like to say it's over for Hollywood, but I won't deny the left generally is better at creativity than the right, generally speaking. It's whether you shut the fuck up about it. And boy, I can't, with Trump in office, holy shit, you know they're not going to shut up. They can't. Look at them. They're all mouthing off. They all got paid like the little whores they were to endorse Kamala. Man, you guys can't shut up at all. There's no way you're going to shut up. There's no way modern day Hollywood is not going to put leftist politics into their products anymore because these people don't have anything else. They put all their skill points. You know, you set up a D&D character, put all the skill points into politics and nothing into production, filmography, lighting, story writing, none of that. Which is why I don't care if they went to film school. They went there to become leftists. Maybe they learned something about film, but they sure the fuck don't know how to actually make a film. It's almost like like Hogwarts Legacy was a rarity where there's some leftist stuff, but it was an excellent video game. Still is. That's the exception, not the rule. They can't help but ruin their stuff with politics because they don't got anything else in their lives but their politics. They don't got love. They ain't got sexy people. They're not having good sex lives. They don't have children they don't love. All they got is their politics. And if we are going to ever have good shit again, and I really am emphatic about having good shit in our entertainment because it disproportionately determines our standards of living, right? Your free time, your disposable income, that's what really determines it. And at one time, we could all get like, a Last Boy Scout. We could all get a Back to the Future. We could all get a Man on Fire, right? We could all get a good movie we all enjoyed, and we could enjoy our free time. We don't have that anymore. Our creatives aren't creatives anymore. They're worthless fucking pieces of shit human beings who bow down at they're cultists of leftism. That's all they know and all this they're capable of doing. And that's fine. Maybe we all got to purge. Maybe this is going to be the dark times of Hollywood and video games and content creation. And it is. They're not speculating. People are speculating. Let me rephrase it. People are speculating there will not be a new Xbox and PlayStation. I don't even know if that's going to be out at PlayStation 6. Who's going to buy it? There's no good games. Maybe we got to go through a dark time. Maybe we got to go back and watch all the old movies and play the old video games. That's what people are doing. Let this generation of fucking posers and losers and nepotists just die out. And then maybe another generation, maybe Generation Alpha say, do you remember all that time everybody thought it was the biggest dick thing was that you had to have leftist politics and they made shit movies? Yeah, we're done with that. Maybe I vote Democrat. Maybe I could be a full-blown communist. But you know what? Even I have the common sense to know people don't like flat butt, girl boss, permanent resting bitch face in our fucking comic book movies. People also like be pandered. Oh, look, Hispanic, lesbian, female, huh? The insincerity. But guys, don't, part of that renaissance, there are going to be women involved. You're going to need everyone you can get. And there are going to be women in fields that are absolutely talented who create maybe the new thing and direct the greatest whatever. And if you don't start basically boycotting, which is not going to be all that, you can't boycott leftist stuff because you never wanted leftist stuff in the first place. You're still going to have leftist men in these fields. And they're still going to make shit. I'm saying get rid of the shitty people, not just the women. Because it isn't women that's the problem. It's shitty fucking people marked with the inferior ideology of parasitism, otherwise called leftism. Where I don't have to work and I'm entitled for shit. Yeah, I noticed. I saw your movie. It shows. It shows you don't believe in work and that things just magically happen. So do not, throw the baby out with the bathwater. Know thine enemy. Your enemy is not women. No matter how hard modern day Hollywood is trying to make it look like it. It's leftists. It's feminists. And don't punish innocent, hardworking women for the absolute atrocious shit that feminists produce or put forward. Let's hear that from CNN, you assholes. Go to the super chat. Reen Schwartzer, $10. Reminder, it's International Men's Day. Honorary notice how no one cares. Here, let me ask you something, Reen. Do you care? I don't care. I care about men. Sure, I care about women. I don't give a fuck about. We got enough fucking days. Knock it off with the day. Oh my God. Celebrate us being born the way we were. Are we going to have Brown-Eyed Short Guy Day? When are we going to have Brown-Eyed Short Guy Day? No one should care. You should have International Men. Fuck out of here. International Women's Day. Fuck out of here. Like, I got more. My life is good enough. I have more important shit than to worry about. It's International Women's Day or Men's Day or Jew Day. I'm gonna put a flag on my social media. See, I care. No. I went to the gym. I bought bags of sand. Today is International Aaron went to Menards and got bags of sand day. Which, by the way, thank you for your donation, Rena. Went to bags. I'm not kidding. Went to bags of sand. I got to keep some tarps down. Yeah, this is how International Women's Day should old go. Anyways, go work harder, boys. Cappy, $10 to do the Trump dance. Is that like him doing his kind of? Well, he's more down. He bobs a little bit, right? Or is he more like a choo-choo train? Hang on, let me clear this out. Is it more he's doing a choo-choo train? What's the Trump dance? Reen, $5. Cappy, everyone is retreating because they just want to be popular. You know, I saw that. I'm wondering, really? Ocasio-Cortez got rid of her pronouns? Like, is it all an act to you, Democrats, just to be popular? Oh, we're going right. We're going right now. What are you, Bill Maher? What? I thought of all the people that were convinced of it, it would have been leftists because they just are so addicted for free shit. But maybe it's more important to be popular. This country won't last. You have to be empirical. I got to do the popular thing. Fuck you. Start doing the right thing. They just want to be popular. Yeah, the women over mostly met haven't helped incentivize me to stop that pendulum. Right. And see, this is why I'm not trying to stand up for standing out's sake. I'm saying, think about it, guys. No doubt there are women in your life you care about, right? There are conservative women. There are libertarian women. There are women who just aren't political out there voting to take away your money. There are some women out there who actually love and care about you or just want you to do well, but they don't hate your guts. They're not invested. They don't know who you are, but they're just friendly gals. Don't let the horrific and hate-filled and atrocious behavior of leftist women these past 50 years make you hate non-leftist women. All women. See, I think we can go there. Because when does it end? Then we're going to go too far and unwarrantedly anger off the innocent women. And then they're going to come. We're going to have the whole thing repeat. Alex Patino, truck driving Latino agent you can hate the Latinos, though. Hate them all you want, especially those truck driving ones. Those deserve our ire. $5. But Cappy, that goes against the First Amendment. Shaking my damn head. Leftist propaganda should be banned, no question. No. The polls outlawed the Communist Party. And I'm kind of like, interesting, right? And I think you should outlaw the Communist Party. However, I'm okay with, I want free shit. Okay, sound like a little baby child. I think Reagan said it, if we as a country get hoodwinked into communism, then we deserved it. Then the country didn't deserve to exist anymore. Like, if the people are so dumb and so easily hoodwinked, like from a survivalist evolutionary, like if you are actually dumb enough to think free shit is somehow possible and everything else, everything is not my fault, it's other people's fault, that society shouldn't continue because it can't. What? And okay, let's say it's not leftist propaganda. Let's say it's religious propaganda. Let's say it's something else that doesn't work. Fat acceptance propaganda or corporate marketing. Where do we come in and say no lies? No lies here. Who's going to be the judge of truth? If I had to, I'd be basically saying the idea that I think entitlement mentality somehow, see, I really don't want to put ban on a freedom of speech. I really don't. But you should have adults in charge, which we have, and we've had boomers the past 2 generations say, "Get off your ass and go work." Leftist propaganda should be banned, no questions asked. I think that should be mocked and ridiculed. And it is. It's finally fucking happening. Rashil Patel, $5. So far, I've filed out 19 applications for it. Good for you, Rashil. There you go. I mean, take a break. Take your time filling them out. Tailor them. Don't just mass send them out. And just, Rashil, just so you know, it doesn't even have to be internships. Go work at, what's it called? They're very entry level. Just do tech support if you have to. Look for an entry level tech support job. Go look at, God damn it, why can't Geek Squad? Get out, just something, man. Something. Okay? Doesn't have to be exactly in your field, but something. Mazatzal, $2. Yes, yes. Vote with your Yankee dollars. Yeah. I hope they keep making shit movies. I hope they keep pissing away the shareholders' money. I hope their stock prices go down. I hope their credit rating I hope that it goes from buy to strong sell. I hope you keep trying to sell your Marxist, leftist, cancerous diarrhea horseshit. You keep trying to sell it. You waste everyone's money, waste everyone's time. $1 billion wasted on a very bad candidate for president. You bribed Hollywood stars to promote you and endorse you. All that money is gone. Yep. Keep on doing it. You waste and whatever you do, don't actually help the poor people that you claim to be the champions of. Don't set up no trade schools for black kids or minorities or immigrants. Don't do that. Just say, oh, we'll go get it from the evil white man. Come on in. We're Democrats. Yeah, you're entitled. Oh, colonization. Yeah. See, Harrison Ford, he says to vote for me. Whore. Alex Patino, $2. The power of buying. Boycott's winning. Yeah, it's even worse than a boycott. People just don't want this shit. Ray John, two Canadian. Women are temporary. Money is forever. Money can be inflated away. You got to invest it in inflation. Assets are forever. Gold is forever. Diamonds are forever. Bob, $5. The fear mongering has already begun. It was kind of annoying the first time Trump was elected. Now I completely tuned it out. I think I never thought this day would come, but the normies are starting to realize the Democrats might be wrong. I think when the Democrats are advocating kids in school get transition surgery without their parents' notice, or advocating things like that. I didn't mention that one state, maybe. When someone gets arrested for defending people on a subway in New York, I don't know, you let 20 million immigrants in and housing prices skyrocket. Even the normies might start noticing it. And I don't know. I think they just went a little too far with the hatred of men in Hollywood. Look, we get it. We get it. You hate men, especially white males who are straight. We get it. You're so edgy. Oh my God, let's pick on this group of people today, just like we did in middle school. This week, Bobby's unpopular. Pick on Bobby. I was glad to see you never graduated from middle school. And I'll tell you this, you may not like my jurisdiction of the world, may not like where I live, my little neck of the woods out here, but the red pill, we've done a real good number on the men. Not like we screwed them over. Man, did we open their eyes to how you people really are. And this is where I will believe there's a sex war. Generally speaking, how women have treated men in this country has been absolute shit and not acceptable. And the men, the young boys, woke the fuck up. We didn't go in there and say, free shit, student loan balance. That's millennials. Went to the younger boys, say, hey, you done being treated like shit? Here's what you got to do. And no, life ain't free. You got to do it yourself. You want to hear the free baby mama shit? Go vote for the Democrats. Get your Section 8 housing. See how fucking happy that makes you. The feminists went too far with their hatred of men. Now people can kind of see it. I mean, you can legally discriminate against men. They get caught saying, oh, we don't hire white males. We prefer women of color. Oh, wait a second. We're not going to go that far. My favorite is the Young Turks. Like, hey, well, wait a second now. You went a little too far. You're a full-blown socialist, you dumb idiots. Where do you think this was going to end up? 5N 4K 3D dork. $2 buttercream better than cream cheese fries. Oh, you're not wrong. Oh, you're right. You're right. You're right. Okay. Okay. Stand corrected. You're correct. But you don't put Marxist herpes infected diarrhea, Leslie Headland shit on an otherwise good cake. I don't know, Kathleen. Come on, Kathleen Kennedy. What's the newest girl boss dripping of vagina juice horse shit you got this time? What is it, sweetheart? Lay it on us. It's like watching a funny monkey do a trick that the monkey thinks it's so clever. And everyone's like, look at the funny monkey doing the funny thing. Lavish Patch Kid, 20 generous dollars. Everything chicks touch turns to a joke. That's not true. It just seems that way because they're promoting or underqualified leftist women into positions of power. That's why it looks. Come on, go look at Lisa Sue. There are women. They're just not glorified. They're just not in politics. They're not on the center stage. They're not in media. I know a lot of females who are accountants. I know a lot of females who are nurses. I know the smartest person I know is a woman. PhD computer science and electrical engineering, I believe, by now at least. You can't say that because it's not true. Not because it's politically incorrect, because it's not true. Wait, you want Hollywood? You want to improve over the shit you got now? You can still hire all women, right? Girl boss. Go hire nothing but conservative and libertarian and hot chicks. Hire hot, libertarian, conservative chicks. They'll come up with something better. I don't know how you could come up with something worse. But that's not going to really solve your problem. You need to find the best people for the job. Of which there will be, the best person for that job will be a woman. If you can believe it, it might even be a black woman, and she might not be straight, but she won't be saying, I'm a black woman who's a lesbian. Put me in charge of Halo. I got a flag. Look over here. Are you making rainbow flags? No. Are you writing a book about being a lesbian or doing a speaking circuit about it? No. What are you doing? I'm in charge of video games. Fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Look it up. That's not a joke. I'm not joking. Look who's in charge of Halo Studios now. Cappy, she's got 15 years user experience. That's not a thing. UX/IX isn't a thing. It's not programming. That's not video game development. I like the way the colors look. They can't all be feminists. Everything chicks touch turn to a joke. They can't all be feminists. And if one is using the standards of a century ago, they absolutely are all feminists, whether they choose to call themselves or not. Fair? Yeah, the blind. Yeah, I'm a feminist. Have you heard what your team is saying? I think there are women out there who are meritocratic. Well, I know there are women out there who are meritocratic. I'm just trying to make sure we don't go get rid of leftists, not women. I mean, don't be surprised when you get rid of the leftists. You're like, well, here are all the leftists. We've kicked them out of the field. Don't be surprised when based on voting, 63% of them are women. But there's going to be a lot of men. What you think? What's his name? Seth Rogen? How he ruined, was it Invincible or was it something else? Leftist guys can't ruin shit? Isn't Bob Iger a lefty? The whole fucking Disney thing went belly up? Well, it didn't go belly up, but it's not as profitable as it once was. Ken Rose for $2. Thanks, Ken. 5N 4K3 dork. $2. They're back checking because we're needed cannon fodder. No, no. Not my generation. No one's going back to the media. No one's going to fight. What? They're already done. The leftists have already been banned. They might sit there, might be occupied, they might have jobs, they might be in well-capitalized firms, but they've been banned from Hollywood. No one's watching this shit anymore. Didn't The Rock just come out with a Christmas movie? It ain't even fucking Thanksgiving yet. Isn't it bad? Mazatzal, $2 lesbian people, lesbian tribe. There should be people, no tribes. I mean, you can have tribes on your own for cultural reasons and celebration, but don't try and sub your tribe shit to other people. Unless it's like a real interest. Like, for example, hear me out. I am much more likely to watch a documentary about the history of lesbianism, acceptance of lesbianism, right? Let's start back in the 50s where, oh my God, it's forbidden. People were assaulted, truly oppressed. And the 60s, okay, flower power. And what happened in the 70s? I don't know. What happened in the 80s? I don't know. Who were the people? How'd we get here? Now we got more or less accepted marriage for gay. I would rather watch a documentary because it's a history about a group of people or a quote unquote a tribe. I don't want the tribe throwing their shit in all my goddamn food and movies. I'll tell you this, the real problem though is the people who aren't part of that tribe, who then fake it so they can belong to the tribe because they're too lazy to work and become some unto themselves. Which, if you ask anyone in any particular tribe, lesbian, gay, bi, whatever, autism, actually people who actually have mental disorders, and the fakers come in because they just want to have attention. Oh, that pisses those people off. Posers, oh. Mad Max, $5. Women will drive economy to the ground. You will be forced to work for free to fix it. No. Until it's finally dead. You gave them rights, you pay the price. No, it's meritocracy. I know a ton of guys who are lazy bums too. Look, I'm with you guys right here. A girl unless the woman is your wife or mother or sister or really good friend, not someone you want to fuck, someone who's a good friend, and they need help, sure, absolutely help them. Some random on the street, no, sorry, you voted for it. You voted for the government to take care of you, not men. Go find a government program to go get the tow truck, not me. Mods, it's all $2. Sing to the song Cherokee People. I don't know what is that. Oh, the Village People. Did they sing that song? Yeah, that was the 70s, wasn't it? YMCA, right? The Village People, right? Am I thinking that was the band? All right, there you guys go. All my stuff is linked below. The books, courses, all that other shit. Cappy is, I think, done for the day. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.